Welcome to our September webinar. So this is all about how you can thrive in busy season, but we'll be giving you tips and tricks that will help you as brokers service your clients and grow your business year round. A couple housekeeping items. If you have any questions for us throughout the presentation, please put those in the Q&A. That is the two little chat icons that you'll see either at the top or bottom of the screen at the bar. We won't have the chat open, but put your questions in the Q&A. We'll address them throughout the webinar, but then also have a section at the end to address all of your great questions. We will also have a few polls come up throughout. So we'll have two polls, those will pop up on your screen, and we want you to contribute. We want to hear from you as well. So keep an eye out for those. So here is the agenda for what we're talking to you about today. I'll hand it off to either Laurie or Kacie. Myself, I'm Sarah. I am our B2B campaign manager on the marketing side at Beam Benefits. My colleague Afton and I will be handling the Q&A, but Laurie, go ahead.
Great. Well, welcome everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you today. Thank you for taking the time today to join us to explore how Beam can best support your sales and service efforts during this peak season and beyond. So today's discussion, we're going to do a quick introduction. Kacie and myself are here to host this webinar for you. We're going to talk about some best practices. Then we're going to talk about the tools that Beam offers to support your sales effort in Q4. And then we're going to have some discussion and Q&A at the very end. So we're going to get started. All righty, there's our beautiful pictures. So my name is Laurie McGonigle. I'm the Senior Director of Customer Operations. I reside in Southern York County, Pennsylvania, and I was actually born and raised in Baltimore County, Maryland. So I'm not native to the Columbus area, but that's where Beam is located. I started my 30-year career in insurance as a small group broker, and I focused primarily on health, dental, vision, and life and disability. It was a full-service agency that was family-run. From there, I spent 2 decades at the largest third-party administrator in the Mid-Atlantic, and I worked my way up through the customer service ranks, through billing, large group administrations, and then ultimately led all of our TPA operations. At the end of my tenure there with that organization, I served as the Senior Vice President of Strategic Partnerships, and I expanded their administered core benefits to include a menu of group-rated, guaranteed issue, voluntary benefits, similar to what we're doing at Beam. I started with Beam 2 years ago in the sales organization as the head of GA partnerships. And 8 months later, an opportunity opened up in our operations and I embraced it. So here at Beam today, I am leading an ever-evolving, growing team of professionals. And our operations organization is comprised of 3 units: our customer care, our operations, and enablement team. So customer care is our omni-channel service center. We handle phone calls, emails, and chat. It's used by primarily our members and providers. Our customer care representatives are located across the United States. Our hours of operations are Monday through Friday, 9 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we manage over 25,000 calls per month and over 4,000 chats and emails. Our goal is ultimately first contact resolution, and we recently included some additional training on claims, payment, and adjudication to help meet that goal. Our core operations team, led by Kacie Tekle, who's my co-host today, manages the primary life cycle of a group. Everything from quoting, implementation of new groups to initial enrollment, ongoing eligibility and management EDI, to administrative service for our brokers and HR administrators. And last but not least, our operations enablement team supports our entire team with onboarding, training, and ongoing enrichment modules, as well as quality assurance and workforce management, which handles our scheduling, measuring, and assisting with staffing forecasting. In addition, this team also supports our integrated technology, or as we like to call it, our tech stack, because as a digital forward company, we leverage several technology platforms for efficiency and effectiveness. And with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Kacie, who's our Senior Manager of Operations.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks, Laurie. It's great to have you all here today. As Laurie mentioned, my name is Kacie Tekle, and I am the Senior Manager of our operations team. I do reside locally here, close to our headquarters here in Columbus, Ohio. And I have been with Beam almost 2 years as well. So my career and most of my experience is in the healthcare industry for about 10 years, working majority of that time at a Fortune 15 company in leading teams in various client success, operations, and account management functions. At Beam, like Laurie mentioned, my team handles all things operations. So everything from quoting through new group implementations, ongoing eligibility management, and then we are the direct support for all of our group HR admins and brokers like yourself. So I really just take pride in leading operationally efficient teams that are focused on serving our customers day in and day out. So looking forward to sharing a little bit more about Beam and how we can help you through this busy season.
Great. Thank you. Okay, so we're just going to do a quick dive into what we have here to offer at Beam Benefits. So who we are. So Beam really brings innovation into the group health employee benefit space. We offer a full suite of ancillary products, and we integrate technology into that process. So as you can see here, we offer dental, life, vision, disability, accident, and hospital indemnity. And some of those products are new to our portfolio. So how do we do that? So we offer support through enrollment experts, and they provide the education to drive engagement and secure participation. We also offer a host of self-service tools, which we'll be diving into a little bit later, for rapid quoting, as well as instant online access for information that you need 24/7, always available to you. And then we have the perks program, and that is really our toothbrush, right? So we offer group incentives and discounts for consistent brushing habits and provide rewards to our members.
So what we do, we really are a wellness-focused employee benefits provider. Overall health and wellness is really at the center of what we do every day. We understand and know that employees are expecting more out of their employers to help achieve and maintain a healthy lifestyle. And so as Laurie mentioned, we really work to incentivize the members to maintain consistent, healthy brushing habits to support oral health. We know that oral health leads into their overall health. And that's very important to us here at Beam. And we hope to be able to help you with your groups and their employees as well. So Laurie mentioned the toothbrush. That is our Beam brush. When a member opts into our rewards program, they receive this smart connected toothbrush. This brush syncs with the Beam app. We have a Beam mobile app that helps track those healthy brushing habits. And then the members get to have some fun with some rewards. So as they accumulate points and rewards for those healthy brushing habits, they can actually go to our Beam shop and redeem those for additional products such as brush heads. Or we also have an option for some fun gift cards. So we really do work to incentivize them to help generate those consistent habits. Additionally, groups then are earning discounts as their members brush more. And so at renewal time, our client success team will work with that group to really understand some additional discounts that we can offer them. So again, really we are coming forth as a wellness-focused employee benefits company. And then how do we deliver that? So, this is something we understand the value of support here at Beam in many different ways. And so really we are a digital first company, and we have technology in a variety of ways when you want it. but people when you need them. And so our self-service tools give you that online access to info you need 24/7, 365 days a year. And we really try to make the process fast and easy, from quoting to implementation to renewals as well. And so we'll talk a little deeper about some of our tools that we have later here today, but really it's focused around easy, fast, and really making this, taking this administrative burden off of not only you, but also your group administrators. We also then, if technology is not your jam and you want to really connect with someone directly, whether that be by phone or email or chat, we do have that customer care team that Laurie talked about earlier. They are US based, which is great. And we really are here to support our members, our brokers just like you, and our HR admins. Additionally, we do support a lot of our provider phone calls, and really just ensuring they have the information they need to best handle their patients, the members, as they come in to see them at the office. So now we're going to hop into some best business practices.
Yep. Thanks, Kacie. So why are we here today? Well, we want to share with you how Beam Benefits Operations has some of the best practices so that you can serve your clients with excellence. So we're going to start off with a poll. And we're going to give them about 20 to 30 seconds to answer this. So we want to ask you how long it takes on average for a new group quote to be turned around. You have a couple of options here. Pick the one that best fits what you are seeing in the marketplace today across all carriers. How's it going, Sarah?
We've got over 65% responding. So we'll let folks respond for a couple more seconds, and then I'll close it out so you can see the results.
Awesome. Thank you. I feel like we need music. All righty. Oh, goodness. All right. 2 to 3 business days is the overall winner there, with 4+ a distant second. All right. So Kacie, what can we do here?
Yeah, so this was great. Good to hear where we kind of compare with the industry. So here at Beam, we again pride ourselves in being able to provide you what you need kind of on demand. And so with the Beam quoting tool, we can actually provide you digital quotes within seconds. And then for more complex quote requests that maybe have some experience data to consider, our quoting team can help you within hours of submitting that request. So we here at Beam are, again, returning digital quotes within seconds, and then within hours, some of those more complex quotes. So really just wanted to touch base and make sure that everyone here knew their options in how they can quote with Beam. First and foremost, we'd love for you to be able to leverage our Beam's digital quoting tool. This tool allows you to quickly compare shelf rates in just a few clicks. It is very simple, that the information that is asked. Our quoting tool will provide bindable rates in as little as 30 seconds. And really it is going to show you the multiple coverage lines that we offer almost instantly, which is great. So if you're working nights and weekends and really just want to get a quote done and turned around, you have the ability to do so. Couple of required information to get that initial quote. You'll want to provide that group name, the zip code, number of eligible employees, as well as the SIC code. Additionally, you can indicate within this tool whether it's a voluntary or employer-sponsored plan, and that'll get you the quick quote. Again, bindable rates that you can turn around and present to the group in as quick as 30 seconds. Additionally, there is also access within this tool to upload a census if by chance you do have that census data, to really customize the plans that you're looking to have quoted. And then kind of that final step if beyond the tool you have more questions or needs, you can connect with your sales rep for quoting support. And really what you can do there is provide them any additional information to support that quote. And that sales rep will work with our internal quoting team to further refine and further customize those quotes. Again, even when it is sent internally, we can get those quotes turned within hours. And so we pride ourselves in that and really just look forward to you being able to experience working with us in that manner. So Laurie's going to share a little bit about a rate promotion that we have going on now that we also want to make sure you're aware of.
Great. Thank you, Kacie. So right now we are running a 2-year rate guarantee. This is running for groups of 51 to 499 eligible employees. Anything that's quoted on or before December 31st with an effective date of October 1st or January 1st, 2023. So this is a great promotion for your clients. And, hope you can take advantage of it. At least give us a try and let us see where we come in comparison to some of the other products you might be quoting at this time. Okay, we're going to jump into a second poll here. Again, an on average question. How long does a new group implementation take? So we're looking for you to pick one of these answers that best fits what you're seeing in the marketplace across all lines of business, regardless of carrier and regardless of size of group. How long does it take? Less than a week, 1 to 2 weeks, or 3+ weeks? We'll give you guys a few minutes or actually seconds to answer that.
About 60% responding, so
awesome.
I'll close it out pretty soon.
Okay, thanks. Aha, okay. 1 to 2 weeks, by far the leader. 68% of you answered that is the time frame that it on average takes in order to get a new group implemented at the carrier. So with that being said, Kacie, how would you like to inform these folks about what we can do here at Beam?
Yeah, thanks, Laurie. So here at Beam, another area that we really pride ourselves in is our implementation process and how easy and smooth it is. So with our digital implementation tool, so another tool that is utilized in this process and working with Beam, group implementations can be processed in less than 5 days. And honestly, often we are actually able to turn them around and set up the group fully with initial eligibility within 1 day, which is obviously from this poll, significantly less time. This time, of course, is dependent on the submission of complete and accurate information, as well as your approval as the broker. So, the timeline may shift a little, but we do pride ourselves in less than 5 days on average, with as quick as possible being 1 day. So wanted to kind of talk you through a little bit of how we actually achieve those turnaround times and really what to expect if you were to sell a group. I know we have some brokers who currently work with us, but just to really walk through the expectations for kind of that setup of a new group. So the implementation process will be completed via an online tool. It's very nice. You initially would receive as the broker a link to this tool. And this is then your opportunity to complete all of the group information. Once the information is entered, there is an opportunity to electronically sign as the broker. And then once you are done with your portion, an email is then sent to the group contact, a link to the tool, and then they will be reviewing and confirming everything that you've entered. They'll check their name, their address, ensure that everything is set up as they had expected. And then they're able to sign electronically as well. And then they can also add their payment details. So we can, gain all of their payment and banking information to make a smooth and easy setup process as we head into the first invoicing cycle. From there, the group completes their process. we will get, my team is the implementation team. They will get a request to then further review, ensure we have all the complete and accurate information we need to set up the group. And then we'll do their initial eligibility and enrollment. So we can do that either through an initial census of all the employees and their elections, or we can work to get us an EDI feed of choice set up. So we have a team that focuses on working with our partners. We work very closely with Ease and Employee Navigator, and any others that are non-partners. We have a pretty thorough process in setting up time to talk through with them to ensure we're working with them in the best way possible. So that's really what to expect from kind of that when the group says yes to the time that they're fully implemented here at Beam and enrolled. Then just wanted to talk through a little bit once premium starts generating after they've been set up, wanted to explain to you as well as for your groups to understand what our billing and credit and collections cycle looks like. So I'm going to just kind of walk through a 1-1 effective group and provide kind of the key touch points of our billing cycle. So if a group is implemented and enrolled by the end of the year, so 12/31, their January invoice will generate on the 1st of January and will have a due date of the 1st as well. As mentioned, we will collect payment information in that implementation process. ACH is preferred just to ensure there's no gap in coverage, no issues, and that we do collect that premium as needed. The ACH is then pulled on the 3rd business day of January. And then February's invoice will be generated on the 15th of January. And essentially that due date would be February 1st. So every 15th of the month, they will receive an invoice for the following month's coverage. Once then, that group has received their invoice and made that payment, this is where the broker commissions process essentially kicks off. So then for when that group pays their January invoice, the broker commission statement will be generated on the 5th of the following month. So in this example would be February 5th, with payment to you on February 15th. And again, essentially it's the 5th of the following month and the 15th of the following March. So this just continues month over month as premium generates for your groups. So hope that is helpful just to understand initial implementation and credit and collections here at Beam. Want to just reiterate, Sarah, on the next slide, just to remind you all kind of how we set ourselves apart. We are committed to digital quotes in seconds, not days, and implementations in days and not weeks. So we'd love for you, like Laurie said, to work with us, to have your groups work with us, and we'd really be able to show you what Beam is all about.
Thank you, Kacie. All right, so we're going to launch into some tools that we have that are available to you to help promote your sales efforts in Q4 and beyond. It's not just for Q4, they're available to you all the time. So some of these tools, if we go to the next slide, are really to help maximize your efforts and to drive that engagement and enrollment. So right now, we have 4 different ways that we can do that. One is through our Broker Resource Center. So it hosts everything that you could potentially need for a sale. And there are things for you, like a sales deck that you can incorporate into anything that you're presenting to a group, as well as one-page downloads that for you as well as for your client and your members. So there's different audiences there, so you can take them out, send them electronically, etc. There is a variety of information there. Everything from benefit overviews for the variety of products that we offer in our portfolio, as well as a listing of states of where we have coverage available. There's information on perks, information on the Beam mobile app. And we will be sure to put this link out there in the chat as a follow-up to the webinar. But lots of this information is not only group facing, but also member facing as well. So to be sure to check it out and see what's there that you can use. In addition, enrollment support is super important. You're going to need it during open enrollment primarily. So we have the ability to provide virtual webinars. We can do pre-recorded open enrollment meetings, customized emails, provide some newsletter content, and so forth. There's even an enrollment welcome kit along with some other collateral from our broker document center that you could use in order to drive that engagement. Of course, you can see your sales rep or your client success manager to help you strategize on the best ways to engage those, not only your group client, but also their employees at open enrollment. Another tool that we have available is we do EDI integrations and work with various Ben admin partners. And that's so important, especially not just for open enrollment eligibility management, but also for ongoing management as well. So we are connected to such platforms as Employee Navigator and Ease, along with several other platforms, including payroll platforms like ADP. So this allows us to electronically collect that enrollment information, update our admin system, which is how we produce the billing invoicing as well as pay out our claims. And then Lighthouse. Lighthouse is our proprietary system. It gives easy access to plan information, enrollment changes, and support for the brokers and for the HR administrators. It's available to you 24/7, 365, and is really your access into what we have in our system at any given time. Okay, Kacie.
All right, so Beam is here to support you. Laurie mentioned our team as the customer ops team is really responsible for being here to support. We are a full omni-channel customer care team and center. We do have multiple channels in which you as the broker, HR admins, as well as our members and providers can contact us. First and foremost, always welcome to give us a call. So we have a dedicated 800 number. We also have a dedicated email and chat option. They are, and our team is again, US based. And really our customer care team are able to handle many questions, a variety of questions, questions about members' benefits. If a member has any difficulty navigating our Beam app, downloading the Beam app, they can give us a call, and even troubleshooting with the Beam brush. So if there's any concerns or connectivity questions, our customer care team is well equipped to handle those. Additionally, as Laurie mentioned earlier, we actually have a really great kind of subgroup within the customer care team that's focused on claims inquiries and questions. They are very well closely connected to our internal claims team, but they're really there to, when you do call in or you do email in, being able to kind of resolve those more complex claims, decisions, or questions. They help facilitate any of the provider asks. So if there's any information that we are needing from providers, they can help facilitate that dialogue. If by chance, something is needed in the way of an appeal, or if there's a decision that has a lot of questions around it, that team is there kind of as that first point of contact to help own that. We're really excited to be able to offer that. We know that claims is a big source of questions from members. Those members then can bubble that up to the group and HR admins, and then obviously to you as the broker. So we'd love to be able to service those members directly and get those questions answered so they don't have to bubble up. Additionally, we have a dedicated team to support our group HR admins and our brokers. So with our admins, we love to kind of arm them with self-service tools like Lighthouse, and that's really kind of their central point to help manage their groups. But if they need, again, they can reach out to our admin support team. We can help with anything related to enrollments, terminations, QLE events, any billing or invoicing questions that may happen, questions about premium, questions about due dates, how to pay, wanting to change from ACH to check and vice versa. And then we can help navigate Lighthouse too. So if we need to set up some time to do a quick training with the group, the HR admin, we are happy to do so. Really kind of that one-stop shop. The goal for the admin support team is really to be that quarterback. We then coordinate internally to help hopefully resolve that issue fairly quickly, hopefully without too much stress on their side. The admin support team is also as the broker, dedicated contact. You as a broker will also have access to a client success manager to discuss any and all things, but mainly focused on, how are your groups performing? Where can we expand with Beam? And then on the admin support side, we are happy to help you as well. If you're handling enrollment questions for your groups, we can work with you to resolve any questions or concerns. If you have any questions on your commission statements, we are here to help. Again, just being that one point of contact, you reach out and we will work internally to help get answers to your questions. At the end of the day, Laurie and I's team we are the people. So we lead with technology, but our team, we are the people that will be the direct support when you need it.
Great. Thank you, Kacie. So just to kind of wrap up, what are our best practices for success in working with Beam? Well, ultimately, it is our goal to make that sales, service, and administrative process less burdensome for you. We want you to leverage the tools and the people that are available to you. But, primarily, it is our job to make sure that you can do what you do best and that we can support you in any way that we can. So these are the ways that we can help you to alleviate the burden. And one of them is to leverage the digital tools. They're, whether it be for quoting or whether it be Lighthouse, those tools are available to you 24/7, 365, always accessible. You have the ability to do it on your time when you need to do it. The other thing is give us the details. As Kacie was stating earlier, the more complete information we have, the more timely and accurately we can do what we need to do, especially as we're entering fourth quarter. The more information we have during this time frame will allow us to work efficiently through whatever it is that we've received. The more we know, the better we can plan and the better we can meet expectations. And then leverage our people. You have available to you your sales rep, and they're regionally assigned, as well as your customer service managers, our call center, our admin support folks that work under Kacie, as well as the operational leadership that's on this call today, Kacie and myself. We're here to serve you. So if you need us, call us. We'll be happy to jump in and see what we can do to either rectify the situation or create the efficiencies that you need. And again, I don't think we can say this enough, but we've embraced this, which is technology when you want it, but people when you need them. And we are here to serve. That's it for us, Sarah.
Wonderful. All right. So we'd love to open it up for Q&A. The Q&A button is either top or bottom of your screen. Toss your questions in. While those come in, though, Laurie and Kacie, wanted to kick it off with a question for the two of you. So you both have decades of experience in insurance and healthcare. So especially Laurie, I know when you were a broker yourself and working with your clients, walk us through how you thought through servicing your clients when you had so many priorities and you were trying to juggle so many different shifting priorities for them.
Got it. So I was a small brokerage. I pretty much did it all, soup to nuts, right? From the quoting to the implementation, collecting all the group applications, the enrollment applications, and then submitting them to the carriers. So what I really leveraged from the various carriers and vendors that I worked with was really their service team. So if I had members or HR administrators that were calling into me and asking very specific questions, especially if it was claims related, I would always try to get that service team on the phone and maybe do a warm transfer and ask them to really kind of answer those questions on behalf of my client. The more familiarized I could get that particular client or their members with that particular vendor or carrier, then they were able to really just kind of reach out to them directly. And then, of course, if they weren't unsatisfied with the answer, they would escalate it to me and then I would get involved.
Great. Kacie, any color you'd add to that answer?
No, I was just thinking of the question more, just internally. So inside looking out, it's important. Laurie and I have really empowered our teams to do the right thing. And so in a lot of cases, they're able to make kind of that in the minute decision, as well as really take the time. I know my admin support team is happy to jump on the phone, jump on a quick Google Meet, really talk through some of the complex situations that questions that come in. And so really just giving and empowering them to take the time, giving them the tools and resources to be successful in aiding the question, whoever our stakeholders are, whether it's the broker or the group admin calling in. And so that's just what we live by here. And so a lot of ownership and accountability on our side as a customer operations team to really ensure that we do provide the best experience. We believe we have, a big impact on groups experience, brokers experience with Beam, and we take that seriously. So, I think it's just, prepping our teams and allowing them to do the work. We have a lot of people that care a lot here at Beam. And so it's exciting to see, and we love to hear from brokers when things are going great. We also love to hear where we can be better. So we always encourage that feedback.
Yep. Opportunities to grow and evolve.
Wonderful. And one of our participants says it shows all your hard work and all the focus we make on our brokers and their clients as well, right? So lean on Beam in this time. You may be a broker who owns their own brokerage and is a one-person show, but you may be working a larger infrastructure. Either way, Beam is here. Lean on us during busy season. So we have whole teams available at your disposal. So rely on us, right? Okay, so great question from Christy about the digital quoting tool. How can brokers get access to it?
Kacie.
So you can, take this one, Laurie. I'll take it. So you can work directly with your sales rep. So again, like Laurie mentioned, we have a market development executive that is aligned based on geographic region. You'll want to connect with them and start working through our appointment process. So you do want to be appointed as you head into starting to quote. So once that process is started, we will be able to provide access to that tool, and then you would be able to get started quoting fairly quickly. It is very simple and easy to use, but we can also give you a quick walkthrough when you do that. So would highly suggest connecting with your market development executive.
And if for whatever reason you are unsure who that person is, maybe you're new to Beam, you haven't quoted with us before, I'll make sure to put this email in the chat, but you'll reach out to quotes@beambenefits.com, send an email there, and our sales team will get you connected with your MDE, Market Development Executive, sales rep as well. Thanks, Kacie. All right, so I think those are the initial questions. We've got a lot of actually comments in from the brokers on the call about how wonderful their sales reps are. Got a shout out for Brittany Wiley and Ryan Messmer. So just generally really great feedback for the sales team.
That's fantastic. Right. Yeah, they are the face of Beam out there in the marketplace. Really glad that they are supporting you in your efforts. And they really are the folks that you can rely on during this time. And they have direct access to Kacie and myself, as well as the rest of our team, in order to support you during your sales efforts.
Yes, I will say they are definitely your advocates. So they are always, trying to figure out a way to get you all what you need to be successful. So lean on them as well.
All right, wonderful. So another kind of important question coming in from a broker on how to reach Beam. So is there a good phone number for either brokers or members to use to call into us?
Yes, we have it, and I'm blanking out right now. Sorry. Can we? Oh my gosh. Yes, we do have a number. Sarah, can we put it out in the chat? Thanks. We do have a number. We also have a host of emails as well. So there's admin support at beam.dental that is still available, that is available for you to reach our team of folks that works under Kacie that can handle any questions or concerns that you might have. And then we also have support at beam.dental, which is really into our customer care unit for anything specific to members.
And I can provide the number. It's 800-648-1179.
I will never live this one down, will I? Okay.
All right. Okay. So a lot of other great love for sales reps. Keep it coming. I think we have gotten the questions for this webinar that we are going to have. So I will give us a little wrap up moment. Here you go. So in the chat, right, we want you to take a survey. Let us know how we did. Laurie and Kacie are wonderful. They're experts here at Beam and what they do. And from a marketing perspective, I want to hear what you liked about it, what you might want to see in future webinars so I can keep you coming back, keep you engaged in what we're doing here at Beam. Also, we have a webinar coming up on October 26th. It's another Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern, featuring our Beam CEO, Alex Frohmeyer, talking about a three-part series he actually put out on LinkedIn, The Workplace Revolution. So really diving into trends we're seeing in the workplace and making sure you're set up to support your clients going into 2023 based on kind of global and national trends we're seeing in the benefit space. So take a look in the chat for that. We'd love to see you there in October. Again, with any questions, reach out to your rep or contact us at webinars@beam.dental. We want to hear from you. But thank you so much for joining today. Hope you had great takeaways from Kacie and Laurie about how to succeed in Q4 busy season. We know you'll do well. And if you work with Beam, we're here to support you all along the way.